in years. He averages over 30 points a game. He's also an intimidator, averaging close to 5 block shots per game. Navy against top-ranked UNLV. That's coming up next on ESPN. ESPN college basketball is straight ahead. We'll go out to Nevada, Las Vegas, to the Thomas and Mack Arena, where Nevada, Las Vegas, the top-ranked team in the country, 10-0, will go up against David Robinson and Navy. How they got to the final of their holiday tournament? Well, it was very easy. Nevada, Las Vegas, for the third time this year, scored over 100 points in the game as they defeated Old Dominion 103-83. Armin Gilliam, 35 points. That was a career high for him. Gerald Patio chipped in with 19, and Freddie Banks had 10. As I said, the third time this year that the top-ranked team has scored over 100 points. For Navy, they are 5-1. Their only loss of the year came to NC State. It came on a disputed three-point play. Nonetheless, it was still a loss. They are 5-1 this year. They won on Saturday, defeating Idaho State. The final there was 78-56. David Robinson, who averages 30 points a game, had 28. We'll come back with more right after this. ESPN's college basketball, Navy versus UNLV, is brought to you by Budweiser. Beechwood aged for that clean, crisp taste. This Bud's for you. And by AC Delco. Stay ahead of trouble with AC Delco parts. We'll go to Thomas and Mack Arena in just a moment for the opening lineups. First of all, let's check some scores from around the country, some holiday basketball scores. First of all, from this UNLV Holiday Classic, Old Dominion against Idaho State in the consolation game. Idaho State takes that consolation championship by 8 points, 79-71. At the Dallas Morning News Classic, this is a big game. Number 2 Purdue against number 4 North Carolina, but no contest here. The Tar Heels, 25 points, they have a lead in the second half. At the ECAC Holiday Festival, Georgia Tech, number 18, against number 10 St. John's, and St. John's has the victory there. The Rainbow Classic consolation round, Ohio State, Kansas loses for the second straight time by 1 point. We'll go out to the arena in just a moment. We'll be back after these messages. UNLV and Navy, we will run down the college scores and have some highlights as well. Highlights of Georgia Tech St. John's game, as well as North Carolina against Purdue. Right now, let's go to Thomas and Mack Arena. Chick Hearn and Sonny Vaccaro standing by. Enjoy the game. UNLV against Navy.
Hi again, everybody. Chick Hearn looking at the huddle of the running Rebels of Jerry Tarkanian, the #1 team in the land, going against the #9 team tonight. And, of course, that's the United States Military Academy, the mids or the midshipmen as they're recognized, under their great coach, Pete Herman, in his first year. It should be an outstanding basketball game with Carl Liebert, a 6'6" forward, pairing up front with Derek Harper at 6'7". The center will be the nation's top player at the moment, David Robinson. Last year he played at 6'11". He has grown 2 inches to 7'1". More about that later on in his career with the Navy. Cliff Reese, a 6'4" guard and a good one, a strong defender, and their best playmaker, Dud Wojcik, he is at 6'2", 182. Armin Gilliam, they call him the Hammer, will be up front at 6'9", 230. The Pittsburgh man is a senior and playing great, averaging 24 a game. Gerald Patio, 6'8", 195, a junior out of Rayne, Louisiana, at the other forward. At center tonight, Richard Robinson, their best defender at center, Tark says. He's from Granada Hills, Kennedy High School, 6'10", 205. Mark Wade, an outstanding assist man, 11 a game, and a great three-point shooter and ball handler, Freddie Banks, at the guards. Jerry Tarkanian, Tim Gergerich, Mark Warkenstein, and Ralph Reedout, the coaches for the running Rebels. Jerry Colosi is the trainer. And Pete Herman has John Fitzpatrick, Dave Lattin, and Emmett Davis as his assistants, with Red Romo as the trainer. The referees will be Terry Hackett, Al Hackney, and Paul Arneson. Hackett will make the toss. The place is loaded with NBA scouts. They're thirsting to get this 7'1" David Robinson. He leads the nation in scoring 30 points a game. He blocks 4 shots a game. He gets 12 rebounds a game, and he shoots 64% better than anyone in the nation. And this summer, in the World Games in Spain, he was a teammate and a roommate of Armin Gillian of the Runnin' Rebels. That's going to be something to see. I want to tell you later on whether or not David Robinson will be able to play in the NBA next year. All right, the ball is up, and he out-jumps his opponent and tips the ball in the front court to Liebert. Liebert in deep, a bank at 12, no. The rebound is off. Free ball, batted around like a volleyball. Taken underneath by Turner, put it up, no, but he's fouled. He'll shoot 2 on the foul by Richard Robinson. If I did not tell you, this is a simulcast, ladies and gentlemen. Our audio goes to radio and television simultaneously. I am working alone tonight as our co-worker is down with the flu and laryngitis. So we hope that you will enjoy it wherever you are around the country. 2 shots coming for number 24, Derrick, D-E-R-R-I-C, from Burke, Virginia. Went to Lake Braddock High School. 1 year there, he was the most valuable player. Big kid, nice-looking lad. Only a 50% free thrower, which is not good. The only weakness in David Robinson's game is free throwing. As we told you, this kid is a sophomore at 6'7", 218 pounds. Just 20 years of age. 1-0. The United States Naval Academy leads the #1 team in the country. Here comes Wade down the floor. He can do it all with the pass. He is just like Wojcik of the Navy Club. The 2-1-2 zone. Now out of the cross-court pass to Patio. Lob underneath. It's Gillian. He's got it. 5-footer again. He had 35 here against Old Dominion in the first game of the tournament. Now here's Wojcik giving the ball against Wade. 2 great passers, 2 tough basketball players. Wojcik is 6'2". Pass in low. Robinson wanted to knock it loose. Gillian, the guy that did it, coming from the weak side. Wade down the middle. Wade all the way. There is a foul on the play, and it's going to be called blocking. The foul is on Cliff Reese. Well, he appeared to have pretty good position back there, and Wade went right into him. Take a look at it on the simulcast leg of television. Down the middle, 44 is set, and that was charge all the way in our opinion. The basket would still have counted, but the charge would have gone against Wade. As it is, it's 4-1, and Wade goes to the line. Wade is not a great scorer, but he sure can pass. He's averaging 4 points a game. As a free thrower, he's now made 10 of 11 this year. All right, the inbound pass against full court pressure. They're going to try to harass the Navy. Try to sink them out of the back court. Now the ball to the front court is given off to number 44, and that's Cliff Reese. To the playmaker, Doug Wojcik. Wojcik is sophomore all the way. He is a senior. Lob underneath, too high, bad pass, off the hand of Robinson. Robinson is the heart of the team, but believe me, the others complement him beautifully. And consistency in that complimentary is very, very good. 5-1 UNLV leads you in the opening minutes of play. Thomas and Mack Center. We're in Las Vegas, Nevada on the simulcast. Banks gives the ball to Wade. Wade is from San Pedro, California, went to Banning High School. San Pedro, for you fans around the nation, is just outside of Los Angeles. Here's the ball over to Banks, drive the base, in the air, throws up a 17-footer. It's an air ball by 2. He forced the shot a little bit. Good defensive pressure applied. The rebound is taken by Liebert. Now down the floor it goes to Wojcik. His 16-footer, no. Rebound underneath. Nice play. Turner missed it. The rebound is already taken by Banks. Banks out of the backcourt is 5-on-2. Now her coming from behind. Steal the ball. Robinson, the big center at 7-1, made the steal. We go the other way, and this is Wojcik in deep. He pump fakes, can't shoot over Banks. Gives him trail man Robinson. They're having trouble getting the ball to Robinson. Twice he's been denied. Once by a teammate's bad pass. Here's the pass to him. That's where he operates. He puts it up and he's fouled. Second foul on Richard Robinson. As I said, this is the only chink in his armor. He is not a good free thrower. 62%. Last year he was 62% also. That's a good pass in deep. He did bring the ball down, and sometimes you'll get it blocked down there around the belt buckle. Usually the big men are taught to keep it up as high as they can. He has grown 2 inches since last year. This is the second #1 ranked team that the Academy has played in 1986. They played Duke last year in 1986 in the tournament. NCAA got beat in the Eastern Regionals by Duke, who ultimately lost in the finals to Louisville. The free throw is good by the left-hander. The next one is good. He's too big at 7'1" to be assigned to a boat. He's too big for a jet aircraft, so I'll tell you more about that later. Here's a jump shot by Banks from 22. No. Rebound is off. Gilliam wants it. And jump ball. Jump ball between Carl Liebert of Floyd's Knob, Indiana. 6'6", number 40 in the blue. The ball will go out of bounds, of course. Take turns, alternate in college. And it'll go out the first time to UNLV. The ball is inbounded, clear out near the 10-second line to Wade. Wade says we'll run play number 3. Wade dribbles with both hands. Brings the ball over to Patio. His 20-foot shot, no good. The rebound is off, and straight out of bounds it goes. That would have been a three-pointer had he have made it. That's what you call a team rebound, if you wonder about that. Team rebound. All right, full court pressure again. Robinson comes back, and he gets the ball. Robinson holds it up and gives it to the guy that he wants to have it. And I'll tell you a big story about those two. He gives it to Wojcik. Wojcik in the front court against Wade. Bounce the ball over to Liebert. Out in front, clear the ball to Turner. Turner on the simulcast takes it to the far side. Now pass in deep. Underneath there with the ball is Liebert. Puts it up, didn't get it. Rebound is off. Jump ball. Out of bounds. It'll go to the Navy. A lot of the people thought that Robinson of the midshipman was over the back too much. Referee says no. We've played 2 minutes and 34 seconds. Some pushing and shoving as the guys work for a position on the inbound pattern. Pete Herman's Navy club against Jerry Tarkanian's Rebels. Pass out in front to Robinson. Dribble drive in the air. Put it up and it's blocked by Gilliam. Back to Robinson. Put it up and blow it. Rebound is off a free ball taken by Banks. Banks can scoot with it. Here he comes. In deep all the way. Lay it in. 7-3. UNLV leads the Navy. Now here is Wojcik having trouble getting to the front court. He throws a horrible pass and darn near went in the basket. That was a pass and a ricochets out of bounds. It hit inside the cone, believe it or not. He was passing it for, I guess, Robinson. Nobody else is tall enough to go that high. Robinson, if when he gets the decision in May, whether or not he can play professional basketball next year, he would get restricted line billing. That would be working in intelligence, supply, engineering, PR, recruiting. All right, the ball down the middle of Gilliam. Gilliam in deep. Puts up the left hand for, I don't know, but there's a foul. The foul is on Robinson. David Robinson, first foul. He has fouled out of 1 game this year.
David Robinson, first personal, first, second team foul.
So the pros in the NBA are hoping that he gets permission to come to the league. I've heard at least 6 general managers say that they would take him if he played only once a month. Once a month for 5 years, that wouldn't be many games. He's got 5 years facing him to serve. However, Napoleon McCallum had a situation, but that's different. In pro football, he went to the Raiders, remember? But they only play 1 game a week. Out of the ball game is Robinson for UNLV, and here is Jarvis Basnight in, number 44 in white. The free thrower, Gilliam. The free throw looks for his 3rd point and gets it. And it's now an 8-3 ball game. UNLV favored coming into the contest. Taking the ball baseline backcourt will be Carl Liebert. He's got pressure from Basnight. Pass in at the baseline, cleared off, and he gets pressure too as Wojcik. Wojcik double team, leaves the ball in the front court, and this time the ball is given off to Reese underneath the pass, and the foul is committed as Derek Turner tried to put it up and in. No basket. The foul is on Wade.
The foul will be on the Rebels, number 13, Fred Banks.
Now this changed. Wade raised his hand in acknowledgement of the foul, and they say no, it was on Banks. So far tonight, Turner, the shooter, has made 1 of 2 free throws. He does not have a field goal. Turner on the year, as I said, is a 50%er. 6'7", 218 pounds. Best game he ever had, 11 points. A good leaper. Free throw no good. He's missed 2 out of 3. Boy, free throwing can kill you. Either way. The next free throw, that's good. And the score 8-4. High-scoring teams. UNLV averages 93 a game. The Academy averages 87 a game. Wade's pass, deflected, knocked out of bounds. A good play defensively by Turner in the heart of the zone. Basnight takes it out. Basnight from Bourbon Day, Detroit, Michigan. 6'8", 190, a junior. Pass way out on the floor to Wade. Wade brings it over to Patio. Cross-court pass to Banks. He fakes the three-pointer. Gets to Wade. Bounce down the middle. In deep. Gilliam put it up blocked. What do we got called? A jump ball? Let's see. Jump ball is the call. Right on top of the ball was the great David Robinson. Woodridge, Virginia. Went to Osborne Park High School. Played only 1 year of high school ball. Watch this block right on top of the Aga. Wow, that is defense at its best, folks. At its very best. Ball out to UNLV on the jump ball call. Wow, what a play that was defensively. He broke a hand and didn't play much his freshman year at the United States Naval Academy. Now the ball to Basnight, to Wade, over to Banks. That's a three-pointer. No good. The rebound is off. Free ball, fumble, and now the ball is taken by Wojcik. Wojcik's first name is Doug. He's into the front court. Doug comes out of Wheeling, West Virginia. Pass down the middle, broken up. Ball bounces over to the Navy's man, and the man that got the ball was Lieber, and he's fouled with the leg. Ball will come out of bounds. Ball on number 23, and that's Gerald Patio, P-A-D-D-I-O. 4 fouls on UNLV, 2 team fouls on the Navy. The inbound pass, and it comes into Robinson. Down the middle, in the air, throws up the bank and missed it. He's missed 2 shots into the basket. A 64% shooter. The rebound of Patio. Patio to Wade. Baseball to front court to Banks. Give it around his head. Footer no good, but he was fouled. The foul is on number 40, Carl Liebert. Liebert gets his first foul of the ball game. The 3rd team foul. A huddle at the free throw line. Then we'll have Banks shooting free throws. Banks is their 2nd best scorer, averaging 19 a game. Armin Gilliam averages 24. Patio averages 16. It was a nice fake by Banks along the base. He beat his man, then coming over to help out the weak side forward Liebert, and he fouled him. Freddie Banks on the year has made 28 of 34. That's a magnificent 82%. He gets the rub of the green on the roll, and the score 9-4. UNLV has been in charge all the way. After the free throw gave a temporary lead at the start to the Navy. Banks is from Valley High, right here in Las Vegas, Nevada. A lot of people think he'll be drafted by NBA clubs early. 2nd free throw, good, 10-4. Timeout is called. Score, UNLV 10, the United States Naval Academy 4. Back in a minute. Has made 3 of 8 field goal attempts, 38%. The Navy has not made a shot. They have shot 8 times and haven't made a basket. They're still only down by 6 points after 4 minutes and 8 seconds of competition. Ball out of bounds, baseline of Navy. Full court pressure by the white-clad Rebels of Jerry Tarkanian. The inbound pass in the simulcast comes to Robinson. Robinson, 7 feet 1 and 235 pounds, gives to Wojcik, the all-time leading assist man at the academy. Wojcik holds it up, lobs a high pass, dangerous pass. Robinson's got it, feeds in traffic, it's intercepted. Robinson, the turnover, Basnight the steal. Here goes Wade the other way. Bounce over to Banks. That's a 3-pointer short. Rebound is off the bottom of the board. Didn't hit the iron, and it comes into the hands of Derek Turner, the Burke, Virginia athlete. Now Wojcik again. Navy having trouble getting out of the slip tonight. Now the ball to the free throw line. Given off to Turner. Triple drive in deep. Their first field goal is good, and he's fouled. Nice drive. Nice going to the hoop, as they say. Just a sophomore. The foul is on Basnight. It's a 10-6 ball game. That was a good move to the basket. Very good. Coming over to help out, number 44, Basnight, got in trouble. So, free throwing tonight, 2 out of 4. Turner at the line for his 5th shot from that strike, which is 15 feet away from the backboard, 19 feet from out of bounds. The free throw is good, and it's 10-7. UNLV by 3. Wade coming the other way. Banks has missed 2 outside 3-point shots. Patio missed 1 for UNLV. Now the ball Wade. Bounce in low. Gilliam's got it. Pump fake. Turn. 8-foot jumper. Beautiful. He's very good at a low post position. The inbound pass to Wojcik. For Gilliam, that's 5. He had 35, his career high, in the game here Saturday night. Now the ball in the front court, taken to Turner. Turner holds it up. Still holding. Looks for Wojcik and gives it to him. He was the MVP in the Colonial Athletic Association last year, and I'll tell you how he got it in a moment. Here's the ball given off to Turner. Turner cross court, and he got a foul called. And the foul is called on number 40, Carl Liebert, his second. Illegal pick. 12-7 is the score. UNLV leading it. Last year, the most valuable player voted in the Colonial Athletic Association was David Robinson, the big center. He said, hey, the other guy's our leader. He made us go. And he said, I want to donate it and give it deservedly to Doug Wojcik. And he did. All right, the ball over the corner to baseline to Banks underneath to Gilliam. He's got it in deep. He puts it up and it's rejected, but a foul is called. Oh, wow. No doubt about the ball being hit flush with the left hand of David Robinson. But the referee, Al Hackney, says that he pushed him in the back with the right hand. Maybe we can see it. Maybe we can't. It'll take a tough angle. It's in heavy traffic. Watch him bat it away. He's got hold of him there. He fouled him before the shot was even attempted. That's what he did. He fouled him before the shot. But they ruled it as a two-shot foul. And there's no block credited. Gilliam's free throw is good. Gilliam as a free thrower is 70.5%. Not good, not bad. You like your free throwers to be at least 75% if you can. It's tough, though. He averages 10 rebounds a game to go with his 24 points. He makes both free throws. He's got 7 of the UNLV's 14. They lead at football score 14-7. The inbound pass to Turner. Turner loses the ball, gets it back. Double team, knocked loose, stolen by Basnight. To Banks, to Basnight, slam dunk. Foul. So UNLV's pressure game taking its toll on the Navy as it has 10 previous opponents. That's why they're rated #1 in the land, and here's a timeout. Biggest lead of the ball game, UNLV 16, the Navy 7. Back in a minute. But in the last 35 seconds, they've outscored the Navy 6-0. And one of them was a drive into the hoop and the Basnight slam dunk. He's fouled in there by Turner, and it's now 16-7. Believe it or not, the Navy, a 53% shooting team in the year, has made only 1 of 9 shots. UNLV's made 5 of 11. The only basket is by Turner. 6-0 in the last 35 seconds, and here is Basnight. Basnight, on the year, is their 4th best scorer, averaging 8 points a game. The free throw is good. He's a good free thrower. That's 22 out of 26 this year. And it's 17-7, biggest lead of the ball game. 17-7. 14:25 to play. Double team trap. They give the ball now to Wojcik. Wojcik up in the front court, gets it from Liebert. Now back to Turner, and the Navy being badly bothered by this armada of white-clad guys. They're coming from UNLV. There's a jump shot forced up by Liebert. Not close. Didn't hit anything. Rebound to Banks. Length to court to Patio. Score. The running Rebels living up to their name. 19-7. We've got 14 minutes left to play in the first half. And here's Wojcik with the ball in the front court. Only 1 field goal. Lob underneath Robinson. He ought to get one here. Puts it up and he's fouled, so he can't get it. The foul is on Basnight. And over on the far side, Park says, that's good. That's good. Send him to the free throw line. He's a bad free thrower at 62%. His mom and dad are here tonight, by the way. And all you hear in Las Vegas and all you read in Las Vegas is what a nice human being David Robinson is. Coming into the ball game, the starting center, Richard Robinson for UNLV. Basnight goes out. Basnight got his second foul. Robinson has 2. So Tart may have to go in a moment to David Willard, a 6'11 sophomore. Robinson's free throw looks good, is good. Robinson gets his 3rd point of the game. Along the sideline, Pete Herman in his first year after assisting Paul Evans the last 6 years at the midshipman job. Once more, Robinson, averaging 30 points a game, does not have a field goal yet. Both free throws are good. He has made 4 out of 4 free throws. That's not bad for 62%, is it? Banks has got the ball. 19-9 is the score. UNLV. Now Graham in the ball game. Graham, Gary from Baltimore, Maryland, Dunbar program. Graham's got the ball. Looks inside. And he got called. Got a foul on Gilliam. A play away from the ball, pushing. Gilliam was pushing Robinson. He and Robinson were teammates in the World Team Games this summer, won by the United States. And they beat Russia in the finals. All right, the 7th foul against UNLV will send Robinson to the line. He's shooting his 5th free throw. He's made his first 4. Jerry Tarkanian, he's always worried. The free throw good, and it's 19 to 10. Coming into this game, Robinson made only 41 of 66. That was his 6th point, or this will be. If he makes this, it's the most points ever scored by anyone at the Academy. That's it. He's got it. He breaks Vernon Butler's mark. That is it. 6 points for him, and he is the all-time scoring leader for the United States Naval Academy. Congratulations to David Robinson. No field goal, but 6 free throws. 19 to 11. Graham shoots a 2-pointer. It's no good off the lip of the rim. It bounces off the hand of Robinson and is taken by the other Robinson, and that guy is Richard. Out of front, Banks gives the ball to Graham. Gary Graham. Graham down the middle. Bounce in low. Good pass, but fumbled away and out of bounds by Robinson. That's a sure basket. Graham now throws his hands to the ceiling, looks at Tark and said, hey, Tark, I gave him a good pass. And that's kind of showing your team made up, I think. Anyway, you don't think that Richard Robinson wanted to drop it out of bounds, do you? All right, coming in the ball, Wojcik. Enough Wojcik, front court. That's coming in with that left-handed dribble. He's guarded by Graham. Out in front at the three-point line, the ball is to Turner. In low, underneath, throw it up and in. A great move. The foul is the 3rd of the game on Robinson. And the other Robinson, David, gets his first field goal. Boy, was that a nice spin move. Turning to his left and shoveling it up and in. So 3 fouls on Richard Robertson. So he'll have trouble staying in this ball game now. That's a heck of a move. And that's his 8th point. And there's his 9th free throwing. He has now made 6, 7 in a row. Out of the ball game goes Richard Robinson, and back in comes Baz Knight with 2 fouls himself. 19 to 14. UNLV lead. The pass almost intercepted. Away and out of bounds. Nice play by Cliff Reese of Elliott City, Maryland. He was an all-stater at Mount Hebron High School. Handling the ball, Fred Banks. Bounce it over to Gary Graham. Graham standing on the court at 6'4", 185. Banks, a little tap pass over to Patio, in deep. Puts it up, is blocked from behind. A great block shot in there this time. And down the floor we come. Bounce pass underneath, and fumbling away a sure basket is Reese. The ball's given to Robinson. His shot is blocked beautifully by Gilliam. Down the middle, Banks underneath the Patio score. A 4-point switch. 21 to 14 is the score. Into the ballgame, Byron Hopkins from Chicago's Corliss High School, 6'9", 180, a freshman, number 33 in the navy blue. Pass underneath, Robinson slam dunked it. A perfect pass by Wojcik. A perfect rim-high pass. That rim is 10 feet from the wood. Now it's 21 to 16, only a 5-point Rebel lead. It did lead, remember, at 19 to 9. Here's a dribble drive by Banks, brings it out in front to Graham. Graham over to Patio. Free throw line to Gilliam. His 15-footer on the way. No, the rebound is off and is grabbed in there by the youngster Hopkins. Hopkins gives it off to Wojcik. Wojcik just made a sensational pass, and there's another one, and he throws the ball this time to Turner, who scores. Bad breakdown by the Rebels defense, and Tarkanian wants to talk to his team about that. 21-18 UNLV. 11:39 to play in the half. Back in a minute.
Half, UNLV leading Navy 21-18. Let's check some other scores from around the tournaments around the country. First of all, North Carolina, a big winner, number 4 over number 2 Purdue, 94 to 81. That's at the Dallas Morning News Classic. Elsewhere, at the Anteater Basketball Classic, Iowa losing to Cal Irvine by 5, that in the second half. We have one more score for you. That comes to us from the Sun Bowl tournament. And there, Auburn trails Texas El Paso 61-53. Let's go back to Thomas and Mack.
With 14 minutes left in the half, UNLV led 19-7. But now, in the next 2 minutes and 21 seconds, it's 11-2 the Navy, and the Navy's right back in the hunt. Some exciting plays already in this ball game between the number 1 club in the nation, UNLV, and the number 9 ranked United States Naval Academy. They're in their zone defense. Number 50 is the big man. Everybody in the country watching him, particularly the NBA team. Here's a dribble drive, and the pass cross-courted by Graham over the Banks. He brings it back the other way to Patio. Patio out in front to Graham. One bounce dribble. Pass underneath. Deflected by Robinson. Flies to Patio. Out to Graham. Standing on the three-point line. Shot no good. Beautiful rebound by the freshman. Byron Hopkins. Boy, does he look good. He's got long, long arms, and he uses them well. Now in the front court, Wojcik bounces the ball to Robinson. In deep he comes. Throws up a right-hander. No good. He changed hands with the ball, and the rebound is off, and a foul is on David Robinson. David Robinson put Patio on the floor. That's his second foul. Is that his third? That is his third. Oh, that's too bad. That's too bad. Everybody in the country, including you and me, want to see him play the whole game. See how he looks against this #1 ranked club. Well, they'll have to take him out, that's for sure. And when you take him out, you take 30 points off of a team that's averaging 87, 1/3 of their points. Coming in as number 40, Carl Liebert. He was a starting forward. So now the biggest man that they have out there is Byron Hopkins, the freshman from Chicago Corliss High. 6'9", 180, number 33. Well, that's a tough break for Pete Herman. UCLA beat Fullerton 72-71 tonight. 72-71. Wow. The free throw is no good. The rebound is off and is taken by Wojcik. Wojcik in the front court against Gary Graham. Graham falls backwards and the ball at the baseline. Now in low to the freshman. He puts it up. And that freshman is Hopkins. It's no good. It was a frozen rope and the rebound is to Gilliam. Gilliam averages 10 boards a game. Wade at the baseline. Patio's 20-footer good. 23-18. Without David Robinson, this is like a ship without a rudder. 23-18. But let's see how they handle it. Navy bounces the ball out in front. Number 44 handles it out there, and that's Cliff Reese, the guard. Reese brings the ball over to Wojcik, the playmaker. Wojcik looks, fakes, dribble drive down the middle. Nice pump fake. Throws up a 12-footer. It's on the way and good. He got the bounce. It took an overspin and went in. 23-20. UNLV is ahead. Wade has it. Takes it over to Gary Graham. Graham holds it. Cross court to Patio. Much like the plays that the Boston Celtics use. Now over the left side to Gary Graham. Corner the key to Basnight. Basnight dribble drive. Brings it back over to Patio. Patio in low to Basnight. Left-hand jumper, no good, but he was fouled. And the foul is going to be on Derek Turner, number 24. That's his second. Turner might be slightly shaken up on this play. The trainer, Red Romo, comes over. Might have caught an elbow in the pit of the tummy there when the turn by Basnight. He's okay. One of the greatest players in the history of basketball, Elgin Baylor, is here tonight. Jerry West was here on Saturday night. Everybody's scouting David Robinson. Hopeful that in May, the Secretary of the Navy will say, yes, you can play pro basketball, and then you'd have to do some intelligence work or supply or engineering, PR or recruiting. He cannot be in the service so far as going on a ship is concerned or in a jet airplane. He's too big at 7'1". The free throw, no good. UNLV is 6 out of 9. The next one is no good. 6 out of 10, 60% won't buy it. The visitors, Navy, 8 out of 10, 80%. Wojcik takes it up in the front court to Reese. Now you got to wonder where they're going to get some points from. Here's a pass underneath, deflected, stolen by Junior Gilliam. Now the pass down the floor to Wade. Wade front court, lays it over the left side. Here comes Basnight, put it up, no, and it's a foul. The foul is the third of the ball game on Turner. So 2 of the starters have 3 fouls. Basnight was really going to the hole. UCLA 72, Fullerton 71. That was at Pauley Pavilion on the campus of UCLA. George McQuarrie losing a tough one down there tonight. Walter Hazard in charge of the Bruins. Basnight misses the free throw. He made his first free throw that he tried. He's missed 3 in a row now. He looks for his 4th point of the ball game. The free throw is good. And it's 24-20. Substitute coming in. And into the ball game now, a kid that didn't play on Saturday night from Temple Hill, Maryland, Bobby Jones, 6'2", 170, a 19-year-old sophomore. Bobby Jones in, number 23. Inbound pass is to Cliff Reese. Here's the ball batted away by Wade and bounces back to Bobby Jones, fortunately for the Navy. Wojcik has the ball. He's double teamed and trapped. He gives the ball to Bobby Jones. Jones in the corner to Liebert. Out of front to Reese, 3-point country. His pass deflected, but going to get it at the 10-second line is Wojcik. He throws it to the baseline, and his pass, the man that threw it is Hopkins. It's intercepted by Gilliam to Wade, and Wade to Basnight. Basnight to Wade. Wade down the middle and bounce over to Patio. His 20-footer, no good. Rebound is off. Battle for. Gilliam wants it. Gilliam's got it. They knock it loose. They steal it. The guy that stole it was Wojcik. Wojcik, number 10, has it. Wojcik in deep. He doesn't look for his shot very much. Now inside playing the post is Hopkins. The ball out in front to Liebert. Over here at the baseline to Jones. Left hand 20-footer too long. Rebound Liebert. Liebert at the base. Pump fake. Goes it up. Could be charged. Could be blocked. It is a blocking foul on Gilliam. Liebert made a darn good rebound play. Gilliam got the foul. His second. Maybe they called that on Baz Knight. I think they did now. That looked like charge there, didn't it? The foul was on Baz Knight before he jumped in to Gilliam. So, both teams out of fouls. The free throw will be Liebert. Liebert is scoreless in the ballgame. He's tried 3 field goals, missed them all. Into the contest for the Navy's number 4, Neil Fenton, Latrobe, Pennsylvania High School. 6 feet, 160. He wears jersey number 4. The free thrower is Liebert. He has to have a bounce to get it. Liebert is their 3rd best scorer on the year, averaging 13 points a game. Liebert is a 63% free throw. Both free throws missed, and the rebound is off, and it's taken by a new man in the lineup, David Willard, number 40 in white for UNLV. Willard is a sophomore, 20 years old. Pass down the middle, right through Willard's hands and out of bounds. Willard reached up and deflected it, and then it went off Gilliam's hands. I'm sure the pass was intended for Willard. All right, waiting for the pass to come in. The pressure is causing the Navy a lot of trouble. Dribbling the ball against Eldridge Hudson now, number 33. The cross-court pass comes over here to 44. Cliff Reeves from the simulcast. Reeves gives the ball to number 4, and that's Neil Fenton, 6 feet. Fenton bounces the ball to the baseline to Jones. Bobby Jones. Bobby Jones against Gilliam. Gilliam much bigger. Bad pass, intercepted. And there goes Banks. Maybe slam dunk. Nope, made it up. Like putting the baby to bed. 26-20, the turnover by Bobby Jones. And the ball is brought into Reese. He gives the ball back to Jones. And Jones says, what the heck are you 2 guys in white doing here? The pass is deflected and is taken by Liebert. Back to Bobby Jones. 3-on-2 now, but he didn't press it. Pass is given off this time to Fenton, even though it was touched by a Rebel. The Rebels are tough defensively. Down the middle, a bounce pass to the baseline to Bobby Jones. His pass knocked away and out of bounds. That may be a foul. That is going to be a foul. Nope, they're just giving it out of bounds. There's no foul call. I thought sure they'd call a foul on Banks. In football, it was a clip that he threw on the legs of a Navy man. Watch Banks now come into the back of the guy's legs. Right there. That's a foul. You can read that with Braille. The inbound pass comes off to Reese, and Reese's pass deflected, and at the baseline knocked away and out of bounds, and it's out of bounds to the midshipman. 7:55 to play in the half. 26-20. UNLV leads. UNLV on the year averages 93 points a game, remember. So it's a low-scoring half, isn't it? So far. All right, the Navy coach, Pete Herman, over there with his assistants. Pete's first year as the head coach with this club. Inbound pass is bad. Thrown away to Wade. Wade in the front court. Wade all the way. Wade puts it up. Spins it in. Very nice play. He was sandwiched between 2 defenders. 28-20 the score. So the Navy got back into it, but then they lost their big man, David Robinson, with 3 fouls. Tough break for them. Baseline, the ball is to Reese. One bounce with it in the air. 10-foot jumper in and out. No, the rebound is off. Free ball taken by Banks. Banks' pass knocked down. Who's going to get it? Number 33, Byron Hopkins. And he blows the layup. Rebound to Banks. Banks to Wade. Wade 4-on-2. It goes on to Banks. Reverse layup is beautiful. Timeout, the Navy. So, UNLV hits another hot streak. That's the way they play. They play in spurts, and you got to shut off a couple of the spurts. 30-20. Back in a minute. Get their running game going. They are as efficient at it as anyone in the country. Now they've built up a 10-point lead by outscoring the Navy in this run 9-2. And their last fast break was one of the prettiest of the year for the Rebels under Jerry Tarkanian. Handling the ball, Wade, he does it so effectively. Good pass and cross-court to Banks, reverse layup. The good pass was made by Eldridge Hudson, former player of the year in Los Angeles, and that's quite an honor. So 30-20 now, and things have changed a lot without Dave Robinson. Ball is inbounded to Wojcik. He's double-teamed and trapped. What's he going to do with it? He picks up the dribble and throws the ball out of bounds. As soon as he picked up the dribble, he was in great trouble. He is not a big man. 6'2", 182. But neither were the defenders that were on him very big. Banks 6'3", and Wade 6 feet. 4 turnovers for Wojcik. Now Wade's got the ball. We've got 7 minutes exactly left to play in the first half of our simulcast. I'm Chick Hearn from Las Vegas. The ball down the middle of Willard. Turn, 15-footer on the way. That's good. They've outscored him 11-2 in this run, and they lead by 12. That's the second time they've led by 12. 19-7 was the previous. It's 32-20, and 6:43 left to play in the first half. Wojcik with the ball. Wojcik give the ball to the other guard, and the other guard is Cliff Reese. Out in front to Liebert. Liebert holds it up against Willard. Liebert dribble around Willard. Bounce pass, knocked loose, stolen by Gilliam. Another turnover, and Banks has got the ball. Banks front court. Banks, you can't make those mistakes against this club. The Running Rebels have got too much firepower for you once you make the mistake. Now Eldridge Hudson with it, out in front to Banks. Banks lifts and gets it from Wade. Holds it up. Down the middle to Gilliam. He's in very deep. Missed the slam dunk. He was fouled. The basket would have counted. So Gilliam will be the free thrower. 32-20 is the score. The foul is on Reese. Very good position by the low post man, but he missed a rather easy shot. Only 3 players, get this, only 3 players have scored a point for the Navy. Wojcik has got 2. Robinson has been on the bench for some time now, has 11. And Turner has 7. Only 3 players have scored. 33-20. Coach Pete Herman is almost forced to start Robinson in the second half. Almost forced to with 3 fouls. Free throw no good. The rebound by Willard no good. The rebound is out. Taken in there by Liebert. Liebert's fouled by Eldridge Hudson. That's free throw time on the bonus situation. Navy has made only 5 baskets, 25% of their 20 shots in the first half. UNLV is shooting at 50%. How to defy gravity? Well, first find a basketball hoop. Secondly, lace on a pair of Nike Air Forcers. Now, the Nike Air Forcer is the basketball shoe that was designed to rewrite the law of gravity. It has the superior cushioning power of Nike Air. So when you finally do break the law of gravity, you'll have a much nicer landing. The Nike Air Forcer breaks the laws of nature going up and down. First free throw earns in the bonus. And Liebert's second is a high arch. It didn't go. Tipped up nicely. A good try in there by the freshman Hopkins. It wouldn't go down. Rebound to Liebert. He puts it up and banks it in. He was butchered under there by Willard. Now it's 33-23. Coming to the ball in the front court is Wade. Wade looks at Gilliam posting up inside. Out in front it comes to Eldridge Hudson. And inside a foul. The foul is going to be called on Willard, pushing on the offensive pattern. More free throw time. The Navy trying to hold on. Pete Herman is just till halftime so he can get Robinson back in the ball game. Well, you take Robinson out of the game. If you're driving an 8-cylinder car, now you're running on 1. He is that much of a player. 30 points a game, 12 rebounds a game, 4 blocks a game. Free throw is good to earn the bonus. 33-24. Also with 3 fouls is starting forward Eric Turner. Kid that's looked very good. Boy, he's got a future, I think. Byron Hopkins, number 33, out of Corliss High in Chicago. Second free throw, no good. The rebound is off long, chasing it everybody, and Wade gets it first. Wade of UNLV. Wade closely guarded over there. Wade is a very quick kid, good dribbler with either hand, good vision of the court. Down the middle of Willard, Turner right hand hook loose, no good from 10. Rebound tipped by Gilliam to Willard accidentally, and a foul. The foul is on Wojcik. Wojcik gets his first foul. Maybe they called it on Liebert. I thought it was Wojcik, yeah. It was Wojcik. Still only 3 men have scored for the Navy. For UNLV, 6 men have scored. Patio in, and Eldridge Hudson goes out. Patio's first name is Gerald, Rayne, Louisiana. A transfer from Seminole, Oklahoma, JC. Last year with Seminole, 24 points and 9 rebounds a game. Is high with the Running Rebels, 26 points. The free throw, San Diego, Chula Vista High School product. David Willard, 6'11", 195, the sophomore. He redshirted in 85-86. Quite mobile. J.C. at Laredo, Texas, he averaged 9 points and 6 boards. 5 of Tarkanian's top 7 players are junior college transfers. I don't think that's ever been equaled or tied by any other school. Junior college transfers, 5 of his top 7. 35-24. Wojcik's got the ball. He bounces the ball to Reese. Reese in the front court. The pressure of the defense of UNLV is treacherous. Down the middle comes Wojcik. Wojcik takes the ball over to the baseline, and shooting it is Fenton. He didn't get it, but he was knocked down. Foul is called against the big man, David Willard. Fenton, the free thrower, has only shot 3 this year. He's made 2 of the 3. He gets it away, but knocked down. 5:11 left to play here in the first half, and I don't think there's any chance that they'd bring Robinson back in the first half. Basnight coming in, and Willard goes out. Tark trying to keep his 3 big men, Willard, Robinson, and Basnight, all eligible, or at least a couple of them. Of course, Pete Herman, he lost David Robinson with that 3rd foul a long time ago. 35-26, both free throws were put in. Nice shooting by Navy's number 4, and that's Neil Fenton from Latrobe, Pennsylvania. Here's Fred Banks with the ball. Fred takes it over in the corner of the baseline to Patio, and now 3-point jump into a fumbling Banks, who retrieves. Now the ball to Wade, and the simulcast into Basnight, out to Banks. 3-pointers. 38-26. On the year now, Banks has made 31 of 86 of those. Coming into this game, UNLV had made 76 of 177, 41%. 38-26, UNLV is in front. Now the ball to the baseline to Reese. His 20-footer will be way short. Touch barely tipped the rim. The rebound is off a free ball. Everybody's after it. Bodies all over the place. And what is out of bounds, UNLV. Nice hustle over there by number 40, Carl Liebert in the navy blue. And, of course, the youngster Byron Hopkins. Here's Bobby Jones making his 2nd appearance of the ball game. He looks like he's got a taller guy's pants. 38-26 is the score. And walking the ball into the front court now is playmaker Mark Wade. 6 feet, 160. Ball over the 3-point line to Patio, and out to Banks. Another 3-pointer. The rebound is off and is taken by Bobby Jones. Jones to Wojcik. Wojcik comes to the attacking 47 feet of this 94-by-50 hunk of wood. Contact, no harm, no foul, no blood, no ambulance, and the shot outside, no good by Wojcik. 3 ball, dug out by Wade. Wade comes out of the back court with a flourish. Wade, little stutter step. What a pass! Underneath, score it! The man that made the basket is Patio. He's yanked to his feet by teammate Basnight. Woo! 40-26. Great pass by Wade. Wojcik's got the ball. And Patio hurt his left arm. I don't know if it's the wrist or the elbow, but he's carrying it in a very unusual position. Here's a drive along the baseline and blocking on Patio. So he goes down at each end of the floor. He said, boy, it's getting rough out here as the referee. Terry Tackett, along with the teammate Wade, help him up. Patio has got his 2nd foul. He's going to have some bruises tomorrow. The PCAA conference games get underway now for Tarkanian and the Rebels, and going home to play 5 conference games in the Colonial Athletic Association in 7 days is Pete Herman and the Navy Club. Gary Graham is in for UNLV. The free throw is good. 40-27. 12 of 18 free throws have been converted by the Navy. The free throw by Bobby Jones is good again. Bobby Jones, number 23. Now we get a substitute in for the United States Navy. He is number 30, and his name is Kerry Manhurst. He is a senior from Bronx, New York. 6'7", 197, played at St. Michael's Academy. UNLV leading it 40-12. They are undefeated this year. They're number 1 in the country. Here's a nice steal by Wojcik. He's on his way. Here comes Graham. Wojcik delays it and makes a nice shot. Graham would have blocked it if he'd have shot it on the initial reach. 40-30 is the score. I like the way Graham stayed after him with that ball, and a good steal by Wojcik. 40-30. Wojcik is a senior. Pass down the middle, comes to Gilliam. Turn, shoot, 10-footer, good. Gilliam gets his 10th point. And it's 42-30. Wojcik, he's got to be a tired kid. They've been harassing him out there tonight, I'll tell you that. Graham's on him now, one-on-one. Now a double team. They knock it loose. Liebert digs it out. What are you going to do with it? Have a jump ball? Not yet. Pretty soon. Liebert still got it. And we call it a 5 second. And it's going down the floor. The running Rebels. The defense within 6 feet for 5 seconds. In fact, they were within 6 inches for 10 minutes. 42-30. 2:45 left to play here in the first half. Wade's got the ball in the simulcast and calls a timeout. 2:41 to play in the half. The score, UNLV 42, the Navy 30. Now, I know a lot of you are wondering about the possibility of David Robinson coming into the NBA. So let me, while I got a chance here, slowly explain it. At the end of 2 years at the academy, a youngster has the right to say, I don't want to go anymore here, or I'll take and finish the 4 years. He said, I'll take and finish the 4 years. They felt very kindly about that because he's such an outstanding gentleman, student, and athlete. So now he comes to the end of his 4th year, and he faces 5 years of Navy service. But Napoleon McCallum was granted some relief, and he played football with the Raiders. The NBA people are hoping that he'll come into the NBA this year. But that decision will be made by the Secretary of the Navy come May. That's before the NBA draft, which is in the middle of June. Now, as I said before, he's too tall to be on a ship. He's too tall for an airplane at 7'1". So he would get what he would be called restricted line billet. And they say that would possibly be in the intelligence department, which he's very capable of doing, in the supply department, in engineering, in PR, or in recruiting. He scored 1,300 in the SAT exam, folks. He's a math major, and he's going to work in computer sciences one day. His father was a 20-year Navy man. He's retired now. So going to be a lot of eyes on the Secretary of the Navy come May when he has to make that tough decision. And we're sure that he'll make it properly. Patio's got it out in front to Graham. Graham holds it up. Football, McCallum plays 1 game a week. Pass underneath the Patio from Banks and a slam dunk. Basketball, of course, you play, if you play every game, about 3 times a week in the pro. Here's Wojcik in the front court. Pass down the middle to Liebert. Liebert passed up a 15-footer from the free throw line. Cross-court pass over to Jones. Drive the base. In deep, hang, 8-footer. That's a nice try, no good. Here comes Basnight. Basnight in the fast break to the middleman, Wade. Wade to Basnight. Slam dunk. I can't tell you how much Basnight has improved in a year. 46-30, biggest lead of the ball game. Now the cross-court pass goes over to Reese. Out of front once more to Wojcik. Without Dave Robinson, it's a totally different club. Ball in low to Manhurst, and he is fouled. The foul is on Patio. Patio receipts for his 3rd foul. Patio looks so much like Derek Smith, the former University of Louisville All-American, now playing with Sacramento Kings in the NBA, especially in profile. Into the ball game, Eldridge Hudson from Carson, California. Redshirted in 83-84 after a serious knee surgery. Last year played in 38 games, averaged 6 points. The free thrower, number 30, Kerry Manhurst. He plays against Robinson in practice, and they say that he makes Robinson work very, very hard. $4,500 enrollment at the United States Military Academy, including some lovely ladies. The Academy's on 329 acres of land. It was founded October 1845. Both free throws good, 46-32 UNLV leads. Hudson brings it out to Banks. Banks dribbling. Wade's out there now. Eldridge Hudson brings it to Graham. Graham shoots a 2-pointer. No good. The long bounce. Gilliam gets another rebound. Gilliam in the ball game with 6 rebounds now. Out to Hudson. Hudson holds it up the 3-point line. Over to the baseline to Graham. 37 seconds on the 45-second clock. 1:21 of the game clock. Gilliam tries to shoot, and Gilliam is fouled, and they're going to call the foul on Wojcik. Wojcik, number 10 on the double team, gets his 2nd foul. Oh, wouldn't Pete Herman like to put Dave Robinson back in now? But he can't. 3 fouls, you can't do that. It wouldn't be good judgment, and Pete Herman has nothing but good judgment. So he'll start him, I'm quite sure, at the beginning of the second half, because he doesn't want to get too far behind. Doesn't get out of the ball game. I think he's forced probably to start him. See what they can try and score. But we only got a minute 19 to play in the half. Gilliam misses the free throw. Gilliam in the ball game has missed 3 free throws, and he has made 4. He looks for his 11th point. Gets it. And it's 46-32. The ball will be out of bounds against full court pressure again. And the Navy kids must be saying, why don't you guys go back and play a zone? The inbound pass comes to Wojcik. Wojcik dribble to the front court. Wojcik going to the southern goal to our left. We're at midcourt. Now on the simulcast, Wojcik holds it up and gives him to Reese. Reese out to Wojcik, a 3-point area. Wojcik won't shoot it from out there unless he is forced to by the expiration of the 45-second clock. 30 seconds left on that. The ball over to Liebert. Liebert holds it, brings it out once more to Wojcik. Now Wojcik to Reese, the other guard. Reese gives it to Wojcik. Wojcik with 19 in the 45. Over to Liebert. Liebert to the dribble. Brings it out in front once more to Wojcik with 12 in the 45. In low, the pass is off to Manhurst. Shot no good. Rebound by the freshman, Hopkins, Byron Hopkins. And it's 47-34. That's his first basket, his 3rd shot of the game. Banks gives the ball to Graham. We've got 30 seconds left, and they're going to run the clock out. Out at the 10-second line, Banks puts it under his arm and says, you guys want to come out of your zone and get us? They're down by 13 points, and no, they don't want to come out of the zone and get us. Now, Pete Herman, the coach of the Navy, says, stay right back where you are, guys. Stay right back where you are. They want to hold it till the half's over. That's all right with us. All right, Graham's got it. 10 seconds left in the half. The ball goes over to Hudson. Back to Graham. 6 seconds. Down the middle. Gilliam's in deep. Too deep. And he makes the 8-foot turnaround. 13 for him. And the half is over. The UNLV Light Beer Tournament. At halftime, UNLV 49. The United States Naval Academy playing much of the half without their great All-American David Robinson. 34. We'll be back in a minute.
There you have it. The Runnin' Rebels, the top-ranked team in the country with a 15-point lead over the middies of Navy at halftime. Navy in big trouble. They had to play much of the first half without David Robinson. He had to sit down with 3 fouls. He did manage to score 8 points early and then became the Naval Academy's all-time leading scorer as he passed Vernon Butler. But as I said, he had to sit down with the foul trouble. Coming up at halftime, we will have highlights of North Carolina's big win over number 2 Purdue. The Tar Heels went into that game as number 4, as well as highlights of St. John's victory over Georgia Tech. All that and more coming up at halftime. Stay with us. We'll have those highlights and more. ESPN's college basketball, Navy versus UNLV, is brought to you by the Heartbeat of America, today's Chevrolet, and by the Campbell Soup Company, makers of quality products for over 100 years. Coming up tomorrow on ESPN College Basketball, we'll go to Birmingham, Alabama for the finals of the UAB Classic. And it will be UAB in the final up against the University of Michigan. Michigan, of course, playing, or rather, it should be Middle Tennessee State in that one in the final. Now, let's go to the UNLV Classic again. Of course, this is where the game is being played. UNLV with a 15-point lead. They have that lead at halftime over the middies of Navy. But there was a consolation game there as well. Old Dominion up against Idaho State. Idaho State wins the consolation, 79-71, the final. Now, the big news tonight was the number 2 team against the number 4 team in the country. That would be Purdue going up against North Carolina, that game in Dallas. Let's go out to Dallas. Kenny Smith here makes a nice steal and takes it all the way. Kenny Smith would finish with 23 points on the day. Carolina leading Purdue by 7. The Tar Heels continue to pull away. Jeff Lebo finds Curtis Hunter. Backdoor, that's the way they like to do it for Dean Smith. Purdue caught sleeping 34-25. The North Carolina rebounded very well. Lebo misses outside, but watch J.R.E., just a freshman, hauls it down and goes up strong in the glass with the follow. Tar Heels gave Purdue several clinics in this game. Watch them move the ball around until they get the easy 2 points. Scott Williams is left in there all alone in the paint. He goes up for the jam. And Purdue, coach, well, you can only watch this one, 46-34 at the half. Joe Wolf then hits the turnaround as North Carolina continues to put on the clinic. This one drops easily, 10 points for Wolf. Purdue shooting just died from the outside. Then the quick hands of Kenny Smith. Watch him steal the ball here, and this is how you run the floor. The give and go, they work it there. Finally, Ranzino Smith puts it in. They led by as much as 24. And the final was 94-81. Number 4, North Carolina, naturally will move up in next week's poll. They beat number 2, Purdue, 94-81. Let's check some more scores from around the tournament action. First of all, at that Dallas Morning News Classic, Towson State out of Maryland, a loser to SMU, 79-65 was the final there. Towson State never really in this one. At the Anteater Classic, the championship game, Iowa, the third-ranked team, is a leader, 101-98 over Cal Irvine. This one has been nip and tuck. Cal Irvine did have a lead late in this game, but Iowa fighting back, trying to hang on to that third ranking, trying to hang on for the Big Ten. It's been a tough night for them. In the consolation game, East Washington up against Portland. Portland wins this one easily, 79-57. At the Sun Bowl Championship, Auburn against Texas El Paso. UTEP comes out a winner. An upset there. Auburn ranked number 5, but Texas El Paso wins it by 5, 87-82. At the consolation game, it was Iowa up against Texas, 58-57, a one-point game. Iowa State pulls off the victory, 58-57 there. We'll be back with more scores and highlights, so stay with us. This is halftime of ESPN College Basketball. Of the Navy UNLV game. There was a big game at Madison Square Gardens. It was the finals of the Holiday Festival there. Georgia Tech going up against St. John's, the Big East against the ACC, and rocked this one up for the Big East. First half, St. John's out of the gate very quickly. Mark Jackson with the steal, starts the break, some sleight of hand, dishes off to Terry Bross. Easy jumper. Cremens can only look on and wonder what's going on. The Ramblin' Wreck, they stay close. Yellow Jackets doing it here. Tommy Hammonds hits the jumper right there over top of 2 St. John's defenders. Georgia Tech was up at the half by 1, but Mark Jackson with the steal again there. Some showtime as he hangs in with the slam. St. John's in a 10-0 run, and they led by 9.
Capable of doing in the supply department, in engineering, in PR, or in recruiting. He scored 1,300 in the SAT exam, folks. He's a math major, and he's going to work in computer sciences one day. His father was a 20-year Navy man. He's retired now. So going to be a lot of eyes on the Secretary of the Navy come May when he has to make that tough decision. And we're sure that he'll make it properly. Patio's got it out in front of Graham. Graham holds it up. Football, McCallum plays 1 game a week. Pass underneath the Patio from Banks and a slam dunk. Basketball, of course, you play, if you play every game, about 3 times a week in the pros. Here's Wojcik in the front court. Pass down the middle to Liebert. Liebert passed up a 15-footer from the free throw line. Cross-court pass over to Jones. Drive the base. In deep, hang, 8-footer. That's a nice try, no good. Here comes Basnight. Basnight in the fast break with the middleman, Wade. Wade to Basnight. Slam dunk. I can't tell you how much Basnight has improved in a year. 46-30, biggest lead of the ball game. Now the cross-court pass goes over to Reese. Out of front once more to Wojcik. Without Dave Robinson, it's a totally different club. Ball in low to Manhurst, and he is fouled. The foul is on Patio. Patio receipts for his 3rd foul. Patio looks so much like Derek Smith, the former University of Louisville All-American, now playing with Sacramento's Kings in the NBA, especially in profile. Into the ball game, Eldridge Hudson from Carson, California. Redshirted in 83-84 after a serious knee surgery. Last year played in 38 games, averaged 6 points. The free thrower, number 30, Kerry Manhurst. He plays against Robinson in practice, and they say that he makes Robinson work very, very hard. .4,500 enrollment at the United States Military Academy, including some lovely ladies. The Academy is on 329 acres of land. It was founded October 1845. Both free throws good. 46-32 UNLV leads. Hudson brings it out to Banks. Banks dribbling. Wade's out there now. Eldridge Hudson brings it to Graham. Graham shoots a two-pointer. No good. The long bounce. Gilliam gets another rebound. Gilliam in the ball game with 6 rebounds now. Out to Hudson. Hudson holds it up the three-point line. Over to the baseline to Graham. 37 seconds on the 45-second clock. 1:21 of the game clock. Gilliam tries to shoot, and Gilliam is fouled, and we're going to call the foul on Wojcik. Wojcik, number 10 on the double team, gets his second foul. Oh, wouldn't Pete Herman like to put Dave Robinson back in now? But he can't. 3 fouls, you can't do that. Wouldn't be good judgment, and Pete Herman has nothing but good judgment. So he'll start him, I'm quite sure, at the beginning of the second half, because he doesn't want to get too far behind. Doesn't get out of the ball game. I think he's forced probably to start him. See what the halftime score is. But we only got 1:19 to play in the half. Gilliam misses the free throw. Gilliam in the ball game has missed 3 free throws, and he has made 4. He looks for his 11th point. Gets it. And it's 46-32. The ball will be out of bounds against full court pressure again. And the Navy kids must be saying, why don't you guys get back and play a zone? The inbound pass comes to Wojcik. Wojcik dribble to the front court. Wojcik going to the southern goal to our left. We're at midcourt. Now on the simulcast, Wojcik holds it up and gives him to Reese. Reese out to Wojcik, a 3-point area. Wojcik won't shoot it from out there unless he is forced to by the expiration of the 45-second clock. 30 seconds left on that. The ball over to Liebert. Liebert holds it, brings it out once more to Wojcik. Now Wojcik to Reese, the other guy. Reese gives it to Wojcik. Wojcik with 19 in the 45. Over to Liebert. Liebert to the dribble. Brings it out in front once more to Wojcik with 12 in the 45. In low, the pass is off to Manhurst. Shot no good. Rebound by the freshman, Hopkins, Byron Hopkins. And it's 47-34. That's his first basket, his 3rd shot of the game. Banks gives the ball to Graham. We've got 30 seconds left, and they're going to run the clock out. Out at the 10-second line, Banks puts it under his arm and says, you guys want to come out of your zone and get us? They're down by 13 points, and no, they don't want to come out of the zone and get it. Now, Pete Herman, the coach of the Navy, says, stay right back where you are, guys. Stay right back where you are. They want to hold it until the half's over. That's all right with us. All right, Graham's got 10 seconds left in the half. The ball goes over to Hudson. Back to Graham. 6 seconds. Down the middle. Gilliam's in deep. Too deep. And he makes the 8-foot turnaround. 13 for him. And the half is over. The UNLV Light Beer Tournament. At halftime, UNLV 49. The United States Naval Academy playing much of the half without their great All-American David Robinson. 34. We'll be back in a minute.
There you have it. The Runnin' Rebels, the top-ranked team in the country with a 15-point lead over the middies of Navy at halftime. Navy in big trouble. They had to play much of the first half without David Robinson. He had to sit down with 3 fouls. He did manage to score 8 points early and then became the Naval Academy's all-time leading scorer as he passed Vernon Butler. But as I said, he had to sit down with the foul trouble. Coming up at halftime, we will have highlights of North Carolina's big win over number 2 Purdue. The Tar Heels went into that game as number 4, as well as highlights of St. John's victory over Georgia Tech. All that and more coming up at halftime. Stay with us. We'll have those highlights and more. ESPN's college basketball, Navy versus UNLV, is brought to you by the Heartbeat of America, today's Chevrolet, and by the Campbell Soup Company, makers of quality products for over 100 years. Coming up tomorrow on ESPN College Basketball, we'll go to Birmingham, Alabama for the finals of the UAB Classic. And it will be UAB in the final up against the University of Michigan. Michigan, of course, playing, or rather, it should be Middle Tennessee State in that one in the final. Now, let's go to the UNLV Classic again. Of course, this is where the game is being played. UNLV with a 15-point lead. They have that lead at halftime over the middies of Navy. But there was a consolation game there as well. Old Dominion up against Idaho State. Idaho State wins the consolation, 79-71, the final. Now, the big news tonight was the number 2 team against the number 4 team in the country. That would be Purdue going up against North Carolina, that game in Dallas. Let's go out to Dallas. Kenny Smith here makes a nice steal and takes it all the way. Kenny Smith would finish with 23 points on the day. Carolina leading Purdue by 7. The Tar Heels continue to pull away. Jeff Lebo finds Curtis Hunter. Backdoor, that's the way they like to do it for Dean Smith. Purdue caught sleeping 34-25. The North Carolina rebounded very well. Lebo misses outside, but watch J.R.E., just a freshman, hauls it down and goes up strong on the glass with the follow. Tar Heels gave Purdue several clinics in this game. Watch them move the ball around until they get the easy 2 points. Scott Williams is left in there all alone in the paint. He goes up for the jam. And Purdue and coach, well, you can only watch this one, 46-34 at the half. Joe Wolf then hits the turnaround as North Carolina continues to put on the clinic. This one drops easily, 10 points for Wolf. Purdue shooting, just dive from the outside. Then the quick hands of Kenny Smith. Watch him steal the ball here, and this is how you run the floor. The give and go, they work it there. Finally, Ranzino Smith puts it in. They led by as much as 24. And the final was 94-81. Number 4, North Carolina, naturally will move up in next week's poll. They beat number 2, Purdue, 94-81. Let's check some more scores from around the tournament action. First of all, at that Dallas Morning News Classic, Towson State out of Maryland, a loser to SMU, 79-65 was the final there. Towson State never really in this one. At the Anteater Classic, the championship game, Iowa, the 3rd-ranked team, is a leader, 101-98 over Cal Irvine. This one has been nip and tuck. Cal Irvine did have a lead late in this game, but Iowa fighting back, trying to hang on to that 3rd ranking, trying to hang on for the Big Ten. It's been a tough night for them. In the consolation game, East Washington up against Portland. Portland wins this one easily, 79-57. At the Sun Bowl Championship, Auburn against Texas El Paso. UTEP comes out a winner, an upset there. Auburn ranked number 5, but Texas El Paso wins it by 5, 87-82. At the consolation game, it was Iowa up against Texas, 58-57, a 1-point game. Iowa State pulls off the victory, 58-57 there. We'll be back with more scores and highlights, so stay with us. This is halftime of ESPN College Basketball. Of the Navy UNLV game. There was a big game at Madison Square Gardens. It was the finals of the Holiday Festival there. Georgia Tech going up against St. John's, the Big East against the ACC, and wrapped this one up for the Big East. First half, St. John's out of the gate very quickly. Mark Jackson with the steal, starts the break, some sleight of hand, dishes off to Terry Bross. Easy jumper. Cremens can only look on and wonder what's going on. The Ramblin' Wreck, they stay close. Yellow Jackets doing it here. Tommy Hammonds hits the jumper right there over top of 2 St. John's defenders. Georgia Tech was up at the half by 1, but Mark Jackson with the steal again there. Some showtime as he hangs in with the slam. St. John's in a 10-0 run, and they led by 9. Jackson then drives to his left, and watch him sneak along the baseline, changes hands, and gets the jumper to go. They're up by 7. The Tech forced the press, but it doesn't go their way right here. Shelton Jones drives and hits the finger roll and is fouled as well. St. John's wins this one, 62-53. Number 10, St. John's on a roll. They beat Georgia Tech by 9. Now, in the consolation game of that ECAC Holiday Classic, which is played, of course, at Madison Square Garden, it was Virginia up against Rutgers. And we're going to have highlights of this game. Virginia's assistant, Craig Littlepage, now head coach of Rutgers, his mentor Terry Holland, giving him a lesson here today. Finally, the Rutgers with Virginia pressing gets this one to go. Peterson gets it to drop, but then hitting from the baseline, right there is Mr. Do-Everything for Rutgers, Eric Riggins, and they pulled within 25. He led the scores with 25. They did it by running. Richard Morgan has it on the break. No one picks him up, so why not pop the shot right there? Virginia on a 24-6 spurt. Morgan's long jumper, no good. Mel Kennedy rebounds. Won't get that one to go either, but Andrew Kennedy follows that one right there. 2 of his 14. Virginia's up by 8 at the half. Virginia was led by guard John Johnson, who had 17 points. Littlepage can only watch this one, and it doesn't go the way he wants. 74-56, that's the ECAC Holiday Festival. Rutgers, a loser to Virginia in the final. That one, again, 74-56. Let's take a look at some of the other scores coming around from the country. The Rainbow Classic, first of all. Florida, a big winner over Hawaii. No problem in this one. 115-83 is the final there. As we move along, Ohio State up against Kansas, another upset. Kansas, number 12. They already lost once just at the beginning of last week. They lose again. 79-78 is the final. Ohio State from the Big Ten, a 1-point winner. Georgia Southern against Temple. Temple number 14, no problem with Georgia Southern. 20-point winner, 81-61. We move along. Air Force and Toledo. Toledo wins that one, 77-60. That in the Blade Classic. Let's move now to the Rainbow Classic. That in Honolulu, Hawaii, the second round there. Pittsburgh, number 17, rolls 114-82 as they dump Arkansas. 114-82. Wisconsin is up against California. That is later. Another top 20 game. Duke, number 20, at the bottom of the top 20, but a 30-point winner easily over Appalachian State. 80-50 is the final there. Cincinnati against Indiana State. Cincinnati wins by 10, and we will have some more highlights coming up. This is Notre Dame up against Central Michigan. Highlights, and this is a tough victory for Notre Dame. They win it just by 1 point here. Central Michigan, it's the Chippewas. Watch a nice pass from behind the back. Tommy Johnson delivers it to Derek Richmond, who scores easily. Then Mark Stevenson missed. Derek Richmond in the middle, a nice rebound to Irvin Levy for the lay-in as he takes it in, banks it off the glass. That made it tied at 43. Johnson tries the alley-oop, but it's broken up, and David Rivers comes back, and it's good to see him playing. Remember that auto accident in the offseason? He bangs that one in as he passes it off to Johnson. Johnson here steals the inbound pass, and it's off to the races for the easy two, coast to coast, 53-52. The Irish still have the lead. Notre Dame ball, put it in Rivers' hands. Why not? Drives, pulls up, and shoots it in traffic, 55-52. Central Michigan comes right back. Irvin Levy over Rivers. It's a 55-54 game. 2 seconds left, same score. Notre Dame's Donald Royale at the line, misses the front end of the 1-and-1, but they can't get it. The Chippewas fail to convert it, so Notre Dame wins it. 55-54 is the final. Notre Dame over Central Michigan. We'll be back right after these breaks.
About half of the first half. It's a terrible shame that he couldn't have played the whole half. I'd like to see the two teams go at it with full complement of players. Robinson made only 2 of his 8 shots in the first half. Their club made only 8 of 27. That's 30%. The Running Rebels made 18 of 34, 53%. In the rebound department, it was 20-19 in favor of the Running Rebels. They had 14 assists. The Navy had only 3, but you only make 8 field goals. You're not going to have many assists. There were 10 steals by UNLV with that devastating pressure of the defense, and the Navy had 3 steals. UNLV's running Rebels in the huddle. Robinson left at the 11:08 mark officially, so he missed about 8 minutes and 52 seconds of play. But I think he'll come out and turn it on pretty well here in the second half. A lot of the scouts that came for thousands of miles from all over the country disappointed because they didn't get to see enough of him to really make an impression. But I'm sure that most of them have seen him and will see him many more times. Pete Herman, their coach, looking on. He's going against Jerry Tarkanian tonight. Gilliam, 13 points. Freddie Banks, 11 points. Patio, 10 points. For the Navy, 11 points. And the 11 points were put in by Robinson. 20,321. It's an all-time record. Building, according to the details, seats 18.5, where you figure it out. Must be about 2,500 standing, huh? Here's the ball going over to Turner. Turner with 3 fouls. He looks into Robinson. Instead, he comes out to Reese. Reese cross-courts it over to Wojcik in the corner. Now into Robinson. He's got it turning. Loose. He does to make the 15-footer, and there's a foul. Boy, is that a beautiful shot, and he's fouled by Basnight. And for Basnight, that is his 4th in our unofficial stats. That's right. It's on Basnight. Boy, that didn't take long, and what a beautiful shot it was. Calm, cool, and collected. 7 feet and 1 inch. He just hung in the air till the defender came down. The free throw by Robinson. He gets 3 points here in the first 16 seconds. He's got an awful lot of talent. Into the ball game, Robinson. Out of the ball game, Basnight. Tark's got 3 big men that he can throw at Robinson. Robinson's the only real true center that they have. The Navy, that is. Wade on the simulcast gives the ball to Freddie Banks. 14 points now in the ball game for Robinson. He averages 30. Here's Banks down the middle in the air at the free throw line. 15-footer, no, the rebound is grabbed and pulled out of the night here in Las Vegas by Robinson. Robinson to Wojcik. Wojcik in front court to Reese. Reese at the base, 15-footer on the way. And here comes the Navy. It's 49-39. They make 5 quick points. 5-0 here in the first minute of the second half. Wade's got the ball. And you better not come out soft against this Navy club. Patio with it. Cross court out in three-point country to Banks. Banks is guarded by Reese. Now the ball to Wade in the simulcast, and in low it goes to Robinson. He turns and shoots over and scores over Turner. They, at least that time down, took David Robinson off of the other center. And now it's 51-39. The Navy is behind. They have trailed it all night. With the ball in the attacking zone, we've got Wojcik. Doug looks for somebody to give to him, bounces to his other guard, Reese. Down the middle of Robinson, turns, shoots. His 10-footer goes in and spins out. Heart break, the rebound to Gilliam. Gilliam to Banks. Wade, that is, and Wade over to Patio, and he hits a 20-footer, a two-pointer. 53-39. Wojcik coming the other way, driving. Northern go to our right. Wojcik is against Wade. Now out of front the ball to Reese. Lobs it out of bounds. Trying to get a pass to Robinson. They got to be a little more patient, perhaps. There aren't any 14-point plays in basketball. We've got a minute, 45 seconds off the clock here in the second half. Wade with the ball. Wade cross court, deep. Patio knocks away and out of bounds. Good defensive play by Carl Liebert, number 40. Taking it baseline will be the UNLV's Robinson. Richard.
Stay with me. Coming.
Referee Terry Tackett gives him the ball and comes clear out to the 10-second line to Wade. Wade tells Patio, go on to the other side of the floor, and he gives the ball to Banks. Dribble drive in deep. 12-foot jumper. Nice shot. Banks now with 13 points in the ball game. Banks' season average is 19. It's 55-39. And we've got Wojcik. Wojcik comes to the right side. In playing the post is Robinson. He gets the bounce pass. He's down the middle. All in the other. Spin it up and in. He is so graceful. He fools you. 55-41. Long pass the other way to Banks. Banks comes in deep. I think that Tark would give Robinson his 30 and just shut out the rest of the guys with for the victory. Banks cross-court pass to Patio. Patio dribbles 19-foot right-hander. 2 in a row he's made. The kid from Rayne, Louisiana. JC All-American when he played at Seminole, Oklahoma. JC. 57-41. And with it, Wojcik. Wojcik in the front court. Patio's got 14 points. Pass to Robinson. He's away from everybody. Slam dunk. Gilliam overplayed on him that time and got burned. And it's 57-43. 3 minutes gone in the second half. 17 to go. I'm Chick Hearn. And on the simulcast, we're at the Thomas and Mack Center in Las Vegas. At the three-point line, the ball is to Richard Robinson. Wade. Wade gives the ball to Patio. He's hit 2 in a row. That's a three-pointer if it goes. It wasn't a good shot selection. The rebound is off. Taken by Robinson to midcourt to Liebert. Liebert coming in on Wade. Liebert, the bigger of the two, comes all the way in and scores it. Nice play. Very nice play. They got it down to 12 in the deficit column. 57-45. 16 minutes and 30 seconds to play. A crowd of 20,321. The new attendance mark starting to yell again now. Wade's got the ball. Wade into Gilliam. Gilliam posting up. He turns, shoots a 10-foot jumper, and he got him 4 bounces, and it fell in. That's what you call the rub of the green. That's what you call UNLV rim. 59-45. Gilliam will take it, and with it, Gilliam's got 15. Gilliam averages 24 a game. Now Wojcik bounce in low to Robinson. Robinson out to the corner to Peter Liebert. A 16-footer on the way too long. Rebound inside. Knocked away. Free ball off the foot of Turner. Timeout is called. 15 minutes and 56 seconds left to play in the second half. UNLV 59, Navy 45. Back in a minute. 59-45, and the capacity crowd, a new Thomas and Mack record, 20,331. I think officially it's 321, but let's not argue for 10, huh? Okay, here we go. Got a great crew. Dick Manoogian, our producer. John Harker is our director. Dennis McGarvey, our statistician. Paul Horgath helping us on the floor. Ball in low goes to Gilliam, back to Wade. Wade holds it up. Brings it out to Robinson from the free throw line. Missed. Another rebound goes to the other Robinson's, first name Dave. He's got 7 points already here in the second half. 18 in the game. Ball at the baseline. Reese is due, and he hits the slide. A 13-foot jumper. Reese, and it's 59-47. Changing basket, exchanging with UNLV won't get it done. The Navy's got to play some defense now and then get down and get the ball to Robinson. Now the ball to the other Robinson, which is Richard. Wade brings it over to Patio. Patio's 19-footer, beautiful. Boy, he's on a streak. He's made 3 out of 4 shots, all from outside. Here in the second half, he's got 16 points. On the season, Patio's the 3rd best scorer, averaging, you got it, 16. Wojcik with it. Wojcik out in front to Reese. Lob under to Robinson. Slam dunk, a brilliant play. That pass wasn't perfect, but Robinson straightened it out for a straight A. 61-49. And Robinson now in the ball game with 20 points. 9 here in the second half already. 5.5 minutes gone. Pass in low to Gilliam. He turns, he shoots. 8-footer is good, right in the face of Dave Robinson. 7 feet 1. That's 17 points for Gilliam. They were teammates, remember, in the summer games this year, won by the United States. Out of the backcourt, we've got Wojcik to the high post. Turner. Turner the dribble on Gilliam. Baseline pass knocked down by Gilliam, but Turner hustles to get it. Nice play. Now the ball to Robinson. Free throw line. He shoots and misses badly. Rebound is off and is taken by Banks. Length of the court. Red taken by Wade. Length of the court to Banks. He scores. He's fouled. Very fine outlet pass by Wade. A good streaking release after the shot by Banks. That's what you call having good all-court vision. And then he threw a Fernando Valenzuela strike. The intentional foul by Wojcik didn't even stop him. 2 shots coming because of the intentional foul. 65-49. Banks got 15 points. He hasn't missed a free throw yet tonight. He made 1 3-point shot. Banks' season average is 19. His free throwing is 82.5%. 66-49. Good balance up front. Gilliam 17 points. Patio 16. And now in the backcourt, Banks has 16, looking for 17. Didn't get it. The rebound is off. Taken by Robinson. Now Wojcik has it. Pressure in the backcourt. Gets it to the high post. Robinson. He cross-courts it over for a 3-point shot by Reese. Not close. The rebound is off to Richard Robinson of UNLV. Richard gives the ball to Wade. His first name is Mark. San Pedro, California now. Front court to Banks from Las Vegas. A 3-pointer, good. A 22-footer from the left side, 69-49. His second 3-point shot of the game. He's got 19 points this season average. Now the ball to Liebert. 69-49, the biggest lead of the game, 20 points. The defense is really all over them now. Pass in low to Robinson, broken up by the other Robinson, taken by Patio, and he gives the ball to Wade, bounce underneath. Robinson put it up, and here comes Dave Robinson, a great block shot. Woo! What a save. And the ball is off to Wojcik. Wojcik around Banks. Wojcik in deep. Stop. Takes it in low to Robinson. He's underneath it. He banks it in. He takes a long first step. It would take most guys 3 steps to do what he does in 1. 69-51. He's got 22 points. He's got 11 in the second half. He only played about 8.5 minutes in the first half. All right, now the ball is given off to Wade. Wade to Robinson. 3-point line. Back to Wade. Wade gives it out to Patio. His 3-pointer good. That gives him 19 points. 72-51, and I would think a timeout would be in order for Navy. And they call it. Might get a technical here. Look out. Wojcik yelled right in the face of Al Hackner, the referee, and Al let him get away with it, but he did warn him, and he's going down to the huddle now, and he's telling him, hey, don't yell at me, youngster. Don't yell at me. 72-51, back in a minute. With 12:31 left to play, we've already got UNLV as the defending champions next year. They say they're going to win it this year. Well, they're number 1 in the country. They lead at 72-51. And Cal Irvine lost to Iowa tonight, 105-103. In the second half, Patio of UNLV has made 4 out of 5 shots, including a 3-pointer, and David Robinson's made 5 out of 6 shots from the floor in the second half. 72-51, and here inside we got the pushing and shoving, and what he got called? A foul, I think, on Willard. Willard the foul, trying to play against Robinson. And David Robinson, who usually has at least the makings of a smile on his face, says to the referee, "Ref, they're trying to rough me up a little bit in there. Keep your eye on it, will you?" The ref said, "I certainly will." Tarkanian at the other end, he said, "Well, looks like number 11." Without a loss, 72-51. Underneath the basket, the ball thrown away, and a great defensive play by Wade. Stepping in front of Liebert, the intended. Man that threw the ball was Reese. 12-10 left to play, and Willard's got it out in front to Wade. Wade over to Banks. Banks in the air, 17-foot jumper. No good. The rebound is off. Here comes Wojcik. He's one-on-one against Wade. He comes in deep. He tries to put up Wade fouled him. Two shots. 72-51, 11-57 to play. Navy has only 1 team foul. UNLV has 3. Wojcik decided to go the distance. Wade said, "I'm not going to let you make the basket. I'll foul you." And he did. Doug Wojcik, all-time assist leader. They say he is the glue of this club. Went to Central Catholic High School in Wheeling, West Virginia. Unselfish, good leadership. Best game he ever had was 18 points. Tonight, the Navy's made 19 of 25 free throws. 13 of 21 of them scored by the Rebels. The free throws are both good. That's 6 points for Wojcik. And it's 72-53. Here's the ball to Freddie Banks, and out in front to Wade, and they swing the ball to Willard. 19-footer to the center, and he hits it. How about that? David Willard with his heel on the three-point line. 74-53. Willard is 6 feet and 11 inches tall. Wojcik has it against Wade. A couple of great assist players. Now the ball out to the free throw line. Turner goes to dribble underneath. Oh, he's knocked down hard. There's no call on the play. And the ball is taken by Gilliam. Gilliam with the ball in the attacking zone. Gilliam is out of Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Now here's a three-pointer by Banks. Good again. He's made 3 tonight. His all-time record is 6. And it's 77-53. Bounce pass, corner to the key to Turner, and he gives the ball to Liebert. Liebert, they're denying the ball well to Robinson. I'll tell you that. They're really denying. Here's the ball, trying to shoot it. The foul is called. Wojcik. The foul apparently is on Willard, 6'11", who was on the double team. That's right. It's on Willard. Willard in the foul department now with 4. The free thrower will be Wojcik. Boy, has he worked hard. Talk about a determined young man. 77-53. Last year they surprised the basketball world. They lost to Duke after winning 3 games over Tulsa, Syracuse, and Cleveland State. In the NCAA tournament, they lost to Duke in the Eastern Regional Finals, wound up with a record of 30-5. Both free throws are good, and it's 77-55. Wade coming down the floor for UNLV. You might see a lot of the UNLV running Rebels reserves a little while. Baseline the ball to Fielder, dribble in deep, puts it up, blocked by Robinson. It looked like he pinned the ball. They don't call anything, and the ball given off to Wojcik. Wojcik down the middle at the free throw line. Goes in the air, shoots a 15-footer, and makes it. A violent collision with Willard. Willard did the flopperoo, and they disdain looking at it. 77-57. Most good referees will do that. If the guy fakes the fall down, let him lie there, call nothing. 77-57, bounce pass baseline to Banks, and deep, 8-foot jumper, no. Rebound is off. Robinson had it, knocks it out of bounds, and it's going out of bounds to UNLV, and Robinson is complaining. He is not the captain. Wojcik is. Willard will take the ball out of bounds. Wade is way out on the floor. That's where the ball goes. Now Wade calling out an audible. The ball goes over to Patio and back to Wade. 20-point ball game. Gilliam's got it. Turn, hang, 12-footer good. He's awfully good at that shot. He could be a good low post up pro. That's 19 points for him against a season average of 24. In the front court, Liebert has the ball in the simulcast. Liebert, number 40. on the navy blue. To the free throw line to Turner. In low to Robinson. Turn, left-hander will count. If it goes, it didn't go from about 13 feet. He was fouled. That's 5 fouls. Willard is out of the ball game. 5 fouls on Willard. That is the 5th time that he has fouled out this year. Coming in to replace him is Basnight. Basnight has 4 fouls. 1 more and he's gone. But it's pretty nice at this point to have a 22-point cushion. David Willard is fouled out. Nice-looking lad from San Diego, California. Doesn't quite agree with the guys in the striped shirt. Talking to him there is Tim Gergeridge, who used to be the head coach at Pittsburgh. Now does a great job as an assistant to Tart. Out of the ball game, Patio, and in comes Eldridge Hudson in white, number 33. Robinson, the free throw. The free throw is good. Robinson has been a good free thrower tonight. He's 62% coming into this ball game. He's made all 9 that he's tried. I'd say that's pretty good. Now he's made 10 in a row. That's probably his career high for consecutive free throws. Shooting 62%, you got to almost bet it is. 79-59. That's 24 points for Dave Robinson. Banks gets the screen by Gilliam. Shoots behind it from 19. No good. The rebound tipped by Hudson. No good. Rebound. Gilliam. Throw it in left-handed. That's a great play. If he shoots it right-handed, he'll be eating leather for a month. Put it in the left hand and scored it. 81-59. 9.5 left to play. Down the middle, Wojcik. The free throw line shoot. It's on the way. No good. Traveling before the shot. Gilliam's got 21 points following that last basket. Next time the ball is dead, Byron Hopkins, that fine Chicago rookie freshman, will be in. Banks, another three-pointer. Banks has made his 4th three-pointer of the night. It's 19 feet and 9 inches. A lot of people don't think it's far enough. 84-59. That's 25 points for Banks. Pass under the basket. Intended for Robinson. Knocked away and out of bounds. Last touch by Liebert. Under pressure from Eldridge Hudson. Standing ovation for the defense of the Rebels. Timeout is called by the Navy. 9:06 left to play in the second half. UNLV 84, the Navy 59. This ball game's in the refrigerator. The door is closed, the lights out, the eggs are cooling, and the butter's getting. Ladies and gentlemen, the guy with the ball, number 10, Mark Wade, has tied the Thomas and Mack record for assists in a game. 18. He averages 11. The record here at Thomas and Mack, 18. The all-time school record established downtown Convention Center by Danny Tarkanian is 20. The ball in low to Gilliam. He pumps fake. He comes in deep around Robinson. Puts it up and it's blocked by Robinson. The rebound is off. Hit by Hudson. It comes out in front. Taken by Basnight. Good play by Eldridge Hudson. Now the ball given off to Freddie Banks. Banks drives down the middle. Banks in the air. Puts it up and it's rejected. Puts it back by Robinson. Underneath the pass is given off. And the pass goes to Gilliam, who scores. 23 for Gilliam. And it's 86-59. The nation's #1 team adding to that impact. Jump shot. No good to the left hand by Robinson. The rebound is off. No good. Robinson gets another rebound and scores. The first shot that he followed up was by Hopkins. 86-61, 8:07 left to play. Ball given off from the far side to Banks. Freddie Banks out in front to Gilliam. Gilliam just with his heel on the three-point line. Gives the ball to Hudson. Banks has made 4 three-point baskets. Bounce pass in low to Gilliam. He pump fakes. He shoots over Robinson. Robinson blocked the shot. Comes off into the hands of Liebert. Now the ball to Wojcik. Wojcik front court. Wojcik plays as hard as though the game were tied. Free throw line. He goes, throws the ball away. Ball is taken by Basnight. Front court to Eldridge Hudson. Hudson down the middle of Basnight. All the way to the right side. Gilliam puts it up and misses. Tipped up by Basnight. Good. 88-61. Basnight with 8 points. As Tark has rotated his big men. Robinson, Basnight, and Willard. Willard is fouled out. 88-61, UNLV in charge. Now holding the ball and bouncing into Robinson. Robinson, he throws up a hook at 12. It's no good. The rebound is off. Robinson steals the ball from Wade. The ball comes out in front. Fenton's got it. Wade is very angry. He thought Robinson fouled him. The ball in the corner of the key, and it goes to Hopkins. His 15-footer in and out. No, the rebound tipped by Banks, but it's taken by number 4, Fenton. Fenton holds it up for the United States Naval Academy. He's knocked down. No harm, no foul. Fenton gets it back. And here's Traveling calling Fenton. I want to tell you, Pete Herman is angry. He is angry. Thought his man was fouled. And you know what? So did I. 88-61, just under 7 minutes left to play in the ball game. Baz Knight will take the ball out. Mark Wade's got it. 6:45 left to play. Wade dribbling, bounds in low, intended for Gilliam, intercepted by Robinson. Robinson gives the ball to Fenton. Neil Fenton. Neil Fenton from LaTrobe, Pennsylvania, is passed to the far side, knocked away and out of bounds by Graham. And going into the bench over there with Graham was Cliff Reese. Ball belongs to the Navy. 6:35 to play. Look out, contact, down goes from Wade. No harm, no foul. And here, looking inside, is Fenton. He brings it over the front of the tee, and a nice shot by Liebert. Liebert gets his 8th point of the night, and it's 88-63. Wade with the ball. Bounces to Gary Graham in front of Tarkanian. Now to Gilliam, 3-point country to Wade. Wade looks, he gets to Gilliam just above the free throw line, 17 feet out. Ball goes over to Gary Graham. Graham looking, gives it back to Gilliam. Gilliam with 28 on the 45, second clock. Now Gary Graham on the simulcast is double teamed. He comes down the middle, takes it over to the right wing, and that goes off to Wade. Wade in to the big man. Baz Knight comes into the middle, shoots at one way, tumbles in. Does it count? It does count. It's a foul on the play. Nice soft bounce down there. So the story grows in length, and the scoreboard grows in numbers. 90-63. Baz Knight puts it up, and the foul is on Hopkins, the freshman. Look at that thing bounce around. That's what you call a soft rim. 90-63. Baz Knight would say, no, check. The rim is all right. I got a soft touch. Baz Knight's left-hander, no good. The rebound is taken by Robinson. Robinson picking up a lot of rebounds. We got him for 10 unofficially. And here's the ball belonging to Fenton. Fenton down the middle. Fenton almost lost the ball. Feeds it over here to Liebert. Liebert stops. 17-foot jumper, no good. The rebound is hit. And taken nicely in there by Elbridge Hudson. Boy, he's playing nice basketball. Very controlled basketball. He does a pivot through 2 men. He makes a no-look pass to Gilliam, and he banks it in. Gilliam's got 25, 60 in 2 tournament games. Boy, that was a great play by Hudson. The steal, the dribble, the no-look pass. Here's the ball knocked loose. Wade's got it. To the right is Hudson. To the left is Graham. Graham gets it to score. 94-63, 5:08 left to play. The running Rebels doing exactly that. Fenton's got the ball. Out in front to Reese. Reese back to Fenton. Fenton into the post to Robinson. He turns, face the basket. 15-footer, no good. The rebound is off. Here we go. Hudson's got it. The lead-out pass to Graham. Graham back to Hudson. Stolen. Hudson digs it out. No look pass. Baz Knight score. Woo! Super passes. 2 in a row, Eldridge Hudson. That one with his back to the receiver. That's for the highlight film, folks. 96-63, 4.5 to play. The Navy shoots a 3-pointer, no good. The rebound is off. Hudson, 4-on-1 fast break. No look pass to Gilliam. 27 points, Gilliam. The assist to Wade. Wade's got 20 points. That ties the UNLV record held by Danny Tarkanian. Now here is a jump shot by Reese. No good. The rebound is off and a foul. Over the top. Reese. Or rather, excuse me, Liebert. And the UNLV players, many of them signaling we are #1 into the ball game. For UNLV, Leon Szymanski. He's from Orange, California. And that's an easy foul to call. Well, I'll tell you, the 2 passes that Hudson came up with here tonight were something. If we've got them on the tape, they should be shown. Into the ball game now is Stacy Cianovich, number 31 in white. He's got the ball. Wade is out. He is equal to school record. 21 they give him. They say he's got 21, and that is a new NBA record. New UNLV record, I should say. New UNLV record. 21 assists What a night for Mark Wade. 3 minutes and 50 seconds to play. Timeout is called. The score, UNLV 98, the Navy 63. Back UNLV makes their runs in spurts. They just had a spurt here over the last 6 minutes, 19-4. 98-63. In the front court, Wojcik bounce the ball to Turner, down the middle around Hudson, all the way, lay it up and in. That's a nice drive, and we got a blocking foul on Szymanski. Very good drive down the middle. And Turner will be the free thrower. Turner's only a sophomore from Burke, Virginia. It's going to be a good basketball player. 6'7", 218 pounds. Szymanski, the guy that was called for blocking, is 6'7", 210 pounds, a senior. The Rebels have 6 seniors, 3 juniors, 1 sophomore, 1 freshman. All 6 seniors are going to get their degrees. 98-66, 3:37 left to play. And here we go with Cianovich handling the ball. I'd like to tell you how he spells his name. The ball comes over, making his first appearance, Lawrence West, San Diego. He's a transfer from DePaul. Ball into Hudson, 16-footer to base, no good. The rebound knocked out of bounds by Szymanski. West is in. Lawrence West, 6'7", 205. West is wearing jersey number 3. And down the floor with the ball is pass underneath. There, great play, and a foul on Szymanski as Robinson scored. That was about a 40-foot pass, rim high, thrown by Wojcik. Quite a pass. Now that's 26 points for Robinson, averaging 30. Leading scorer in the country. Long pass. All the way under. It had to be at least a 32, 33-foot pass. 3-point play is completed, and we've got him now making, count those free throws and make sure I'm right, 11 without a miss. We're going to just double check that. I'm sure it's his career high consecutive. That's right, 11 straight free throws. He came into the game with a 62%. Now handling the ball is West. His brother Mark West plays with the Cleveland Cavaliers. Pass down the middle, intercepted by Robinson. His bounce pass comes out to Reese. Reese goes the distance, delays it, scores it. He's fouled. The foul is by Graham. 98-71, 2 minutes and 52 seconds left to play. One thing that I really think is that this game is going to be a learning lesson for this young Navy team. And I'm sure that Pete Herman might agree with that, their new coach. Nice man, had a nice visit with him. He and Tart, 2 of the class guys. Reese's free throw knocked close. The rebound is off. Free ball. Who's going to get it? It's taken by Graham. Graham out of the backcourt, down the middle. Graham relents a little bit. Still bounces the ball up and down. That's his prerogative. And now ball to West. Lawrence West holds it up to Graham. Into Szymanski. Back to West. Bounce pass into Szymanski. Szymanski turns, shoots. Quick jumper, no good. The rebound is up. And it's taken by Wojcik. W-O-J-C-I-K. Pass underneath the basket. Nice pass. Put up. There's a foul. The foul is on Cianovich. It negates the block shot by Hudson. 2 shots. Right now, Dave Robinson talking out there to the freshman Byron Hopkins, and that's what I mean. They can benefit from this game, even though it's a resounding defeat. There's the foul. Here comes the block that doesn't count. On the simulcast, trying for their 72nd point, it's put in by Reese for his 7th point. Robinson now has 28 points, and he missed at least half of the first half. 29 points officially. Free throw good. And it's 98-73. Cianovich front court. C-V-I-J-A-N-O-V-I-C-H. Pass out in front to West. He fumbles the ball under pressure from Robinson. It's taken by Wojcik. Wojcik down the middle. Gets to the 3-point line. Pivots on Cianovich. Comes around him in deep. Throws it up. It has to have a bounce, and he got it. That's 12 points for Wojcik. And it's 98-75, 2 minutes left to play. And you know, of the 20,000 people, most of them are still here. They love their running Rebels. You can talk about any show in town. This is the one the tickets are hardest to get. Now out in front, Graham's got the ball. You can see why. West has got it. Try to drive. Can't. Holds it, gives to Hudson, back to West. His first shot as a Rebel. He hits it. A 20-footer. He just became eligible on Saturday night. 175. He transferred from DePaul's fine program. They're undefeated starting tonight's action. Here's the ball loose. Stolen by Hudson again. While on his back, he does something he shouldn't have done. Threw the ball down the floor, but Wojcik got to it. 100-75. Hudson made a couple of passes tonight. I think that he thought, well, I make 3 in a row. Here's a good drive. Wojcik and deep. Picks it up. There's a call, a blocking foul, and Szymanski didn't like that call. But it'll send Wojcik to the line for 2. If Wojcik doesn't sleep well tonight, he's quite an athlete. I'll tell you, he has played hard. 100-75 with 1:13 to play, and Robinson is taken out of the ball game by his coach. And he played beautiful ball the minutes that he was allowed to play. He was under the hamper of 3 fouls at the midway part of the first half. 29 points. Season average 30. We also got him unofficially with 10 rebounds. Season average 12. The free throw no good by Wojcik. The next one is good. And they've made 25 of 33 free throws. The Rebels have tried only 22. All right, here's Szymanski, fouled by Wojcik. 1:08 left to play. Szymanski, well, he's got to have a broad back to wear that number and name, doesn't he? 3, 6, 8, 11 letters in Szymanski. Taking the ball out of bounds on the far sideline will be Szymanski. The team's 3rd foul. The Rebels are out of fouls. Szymanski in the air, fouled, and the foul is called by Fenton. Fenton, the guy that's charged. Out of the game goes Derek Turner for Navy. Szymanski at the line. Craig Prather is in Bronx, New York. A sophomore, 6'5", 213, wearing goggles. 101-76. 1 minute and 4 seconds left to play. The next one's no good. The rebound is off and is taken in there by West. To Graham, back to West, who wasn't expecting it. The ball is fumbled and is picked up. And down the floor with that ball in a hurry goes Nordman. All the way under. There's a violent collision. And the foul is going to be called against the defender. And the defender was Szymanski. Nordman, number 20, Matt, just in the ball game. He's out of Williamson, Michigan. High school all-stater, 6'5", 200-pound freshman, just 18 years of age. Number 4 will go to the line, and he is Neil Fenton. 101-78. That's a lot of points for a college game inning. 101. Here's Graham out of front to Szymanski. Szymanski dribbling out of front. Graham's three-pointer. That's no good. The rebound is off in the air. Trying to get it into there. Szymanski, and he's fouled in the act of shooting. Did not score. 38 seconds to play. 101-79.
Number 30, Gary Manford, first personal.
38 seconds left to play. Number 30 got the foul, and that's Manhurst. Ruling he wasn't in the act of shooting. The inbound pass to Szymanski. Szymanski takes the ball to Graham. Graham holding it up now, cross-courts it wildly, but is caught over here by West. 30 seconds to play. Szymanski. And that's a three-pointer. He got it. That's his second one in 5 tries this year. And it's 104-79, 16 seconds left to play. And here's the ball to Prather. Out to come to the key to the freshman Hopkins. Underneath the Prather, rejected out of bounds by West. West is a great leaper and proved my point right there. 6 seconds left. That's one thing Tark's got, a very good bench to go with some outstanding starters. Their 11th win without a loss, the #1 team in the nation. The inbound pass taken by Hopkins. He's in the air, lays it off underneath to a guy that wasn't expected, and he drops it out of bounds, and that guy is Manhurst. 1 second left. This ball game's over. We'll be back with a recap in a moment. Score 104-79. Back in a minute.
ESPN's college basketball, Navy versus UNLV, is brought to you by Bud Light, a light beer with a first name